I feel like this is deja vu again because there is drama between Kevin Hayes and his former team, the Philadelphia Flyers. And I feel like I kind of just dealt with Blues and Flyers drama from this past summer. So I guess here we go again and buckle up because this time this is more ridiculous than the summer's drama that took place.
You're Locked On Blues, your daily podcast on the St. Louis Blues. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello and welcome back to Locked On Blues. I am your host of Locked On Blues, Haley Taylor Simon, talking to you all things about our St. Louis Blues. And I'm going to be talking to you about something that has been annoying me a lot. And that is all of this Kevin Hayes, this Flyers, this Cutter Gauthier drama. I'm going to talk about Nathan Walker and his contract extension. And of course, some thoughts on the Blues and Panthers. But before I dive into everything, I just want to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDON for $20 off your first purchase. I am live on YouTube right now. Hello, how are you? I hope you were doing well today. I have to tell you, I am so annoyed right now because of what I'm about to say. I have never felt this enraged in my life about drama. I know that the Blues and Panthers are about to play. I know face-off's about to happen. I just got home and I'm going to catch the rest of the game. I just have to come on here, do my podcast, and talk about everything that's been happening. Kevin Hayes used to be a Ranger. Okay, Haley, who else? Okay, yeah, he used to be a Philadelphia Flyer, okay? That's how we got Kevin Hayes this past summer in a deal where essentially we got Hazy for free or almost for free. And this summer, it was a lot of drama. That was when the whole Torrey Krug situation, a lot of things happened. But most notably, Kevin Hayes maybe didn't have the best reputation when it came to his relationship with his former coach, John Tortorella. And yesterday in the Flyers land, and we're about to play them too on Monday, Flyers land, a huge trade happened where their top prospect, Cutter Gauthier, was essentially traded to Anaheim for one of their star players. And you would think, okay, like, why would St. Louis be involved? Why would we be involved in any single way? Well, that is because somebody went on a podcast that looked like and essentially said, and I'm just hyper freezing this right now. Somebody essentially said Kevin Hayes is the reason why this guy, his name's Cutter Gauthier, as I said, doesn't want to be a Flyer. Kevin Hayes is the reason why. Kevin Hayes took to social media to comment on the video himself, and he basically called that guy a bleeping idiot and that he's full of bleep. You can put the two and two together. I don't cuss on this channel, but you can put the two and two together and kind of figure out what was said. I think with this whole entire situation, things got twisted, things got turned, but essentially Kevin Hayes is the one that got hurt in all of this. Today, Jeremy Rutherford, who is one of the reporters that covers the Blues on the beat, came out with a quote that Hazy had, and essentially it said people have been sending him death threats. People have been threatening his family. They've just been awful to him. And Kevin Hayes says that he 100% didn't do this. Even today, Keith Jones, who is one of the higher ups with the Flyers, said Kevin Hayes reached out to Danny Briere, who's one of the also higher ups of the Flyers, the GM, and said, I didn't do anything. People like to hate on Kevin Hayes. And what bothers me most about this whole entire situation is I believe Kevin. Sometimes, yes, I think that people, I'm not saying Kevin, people talk and things get out and then it just becomes drama. I genuinely believe that Kevin Hayes didn't do anything. And now the focus from this Blues team who has been playing phenomenal hockey, it's all about this drama with Kevin. And It's unnecessary. It's not okay. It's not nice. You have his former city that he played for attacking him. And that bothers me as a person, as a Blues fan, because Kevin's been through so much. And even if you don't like the Blues, if you're watching this, if you're a fan of another team, he has been through so much in the past couple of years with losing his brother. And he said that people were happy about that situation during the presser today. I don't understand genuinely how people can be so cruel, but I don't understand how somebody puts a story out there accusing Kevin Hayes of something when he had absolutely no involvement from him, what he has said, and run with it to get maybe likes, to get clicks, and then this is what happens. And then you're basically saying to everybody, Kevin Hayes is the punching bag. He is a reason why. And people can be a little bit cuckoo bananas, okay? So I'm not surprised that people were acting awful to him. I'm surprised that somebody would even put a rumor like that out there. What's the point of it? I know that they want something to blame, but why put that on Kevin Hayes? And why is it that even when Kevin Hayes says, I didn't do anything, he calls the organization and says, I didn't do anything, people still are like, oh, he's lying. Kevin Hayes is lying. I don't get it. And this is what bothers me. There's always this drama. This past summer, there was drama. Why can't the drama just be about guys not performing well and that could be the focus? Why is it that the drama has to do with something that's completely false and you're dragging somebody innocent who clearly didn't have the best relationship with the Flyers at the end of the day? Let's be honest with that one. Is with a team that he really seems to like here in St. Louis, and he is still being dragged into that drama. I don't understand it. I don't like it. And frankly, it annoys me because nobody should have to go on social media. No one should have to go on a presser and say, stop threatening me because of something that was said that was factually incorrect. And that's the problem. At the end of the day, here in St. Louis, we don't care about other teams' drama. We don't. We focus on our team. We're never involved with drama unless it's Philadelphia. And it's a little ironic, right? But it's funny in a sense too, because, well, not like funny, like nothing about this is like ha 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 funny. It's like funny, like really, that it's been rumors. This summer was all rumors. Rumors about a trade, rumors about this, rumors about that, rumors. Coach Berube is on a Flyers podcast. I know he used to be, the coach, and I know, but he was on a Flyers podcast the other day. All I am saying is that there is a lot of crossover between these two teams, which is usually fine. It's cool. Like, you have some crossover, things happen, but the amount of drama is ridiculous. And Kevin Hayes didn't do anything. And I think that's what the most frustrating part about this whole situation is, that he's innocent in all of this. And they still don't believe him. They're still calling him a liar. Kevin Hayes is lying. Kevin Hayes is this and that. And okay, there's things that you can say. You can say maybe Kevin Hayes hasn't been playing the best. And I would say to you, okay, I can't disagree. But when you're saying that somebody is lying when they're clearly not, like, why would Kevin Hayes be lying? Can somebody explain to me what the point in Kevin Hayes lying would be? He's already getting all these threats. He's already getting essentially attacked for something that he claims that he didn't do. So I don't think it'd be any worse if he was like, oh yeah, that was the truth. I think he's already getting the worst of the worst from people, and it's not okay. So right now, it's just a really weird situation where he's being completely threatened, completely talked down about. And I'm going to read you a series of tweets. that came out from Matthew DeFranks, who's another Blues beat reporter. I'm going to read it slowly because I do have some cuss words in it, and I don't do that on here. Take this with a grain of salt. Yeah, I think it's complete blank. Honestly, I think those two guys acted like complete blank, to be honest, and they are making blank. Now I'm going to bed and waking up with death threats and people wanting my family dead. And people are happy that my brother's dead. And I think it's completely insane that these guys can say something like that. I honestly heard it and started laughing. Who the bleep am I to have an influence on if a kid plays for an NHL team or not? I don't have that kind of influence. It's 100% false. And now this is from Jeremy Rutherford. I don't know where he got this information from, and it didn't really seem like a big deal. But just all of that blank that comes from the aftermath with all the threats is just crazy stuff coming out on something I had not a single aspect of whatsoever. I have had no implications on this kid's decision. Yep. So that's the situation. That's how Hazy feels. I'm going to stand by my guy and Kevin Hayes because this is ridiculous. I don't even know how to segue out of this because I have to do a read. But I want to let you know about FanDuel. The NFL regular season is wrapping up, but there's still time to get in on the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. When you place a $5 bet, that's $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. The app is so easy to use, and there are so many different ways to bet, like live same-game parlays. Find bets in the new Explore tab, make a parlay in the Parlay Hub. The best way to find popular parlays and more. So visit FanDuel.com/lockedon and make your first bet a layup. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL. I'm going to talk about something a little bit more positive. Braden Shen just scored for us. By the way, this is live. I'm watching the game. I don't know why I'm singing. I'm watching the game while I'm doing this podcast. Shenny just scored. I knew that he was back. I knew that he was back this whole entire time. I said, Captain Shen is back. He just scored against the defending Eastern champs. So I'm going to tweet you right now, Locked On Blues, and you can follow it at Locked On Blues. And I'm going to say, Shen. And I sent it. So let's go. Braden Shen, the captain. 1-0 at home. Let's go. That was a nice goal, too. I'm literally watching. So it's a little bit funny because I was like, I have to do this read. And then I'm like doing the read and I was like doing it fast because I'm like, oh my God, he's about to score. And it happened. So that was beautiful. What a goal by Captain Braden Shen. That was sensational. I love it. Captain, oh, Captain. So I was letting you know that something else kind of happened today. And it's Nathan Walker. Nathan Walker has signed a 2-year extension. So I'm going to read a little bit about that. St. Louis Blues President of Hockey Operations and GM Doug Armstrong announced today that the team has signed for Nathan Walker to a 2-year one-way contract extension worth $775,000 per year. That's a lot of money. Cha-ching for the young Gauzy. Walker, 29, is in his 5th season with the Blues. And essentially, it just tells you all the things I told you about the 26 points, 13 goals, 13 assists, and 101 regular season games. And yeah. So this is good. I'm happy. This was a good deal. I think he deserves it 100% with especially how he's been performing. So Nathan Walker also spoke today to some media and said, obviously, I love it here and the organization is great. teammates, coaching staff, trainers, everyone, and it's been fantastic. So it's definitely an exciting day. So Walker, congratulations. And I predicted it. I was like, Nathan Walker is going to score. And the other night he scored. And I was like, Nathan Walker against the Canes. He got the only regulation goal before that insane shootout. So I wanted to mention that about my boy, Nathan Walker. Congratulations. You deserve it. My favorite Aussie. I was buzzing when I found out the news. I was like telling everybody, I was at work and I was like, guys, Nathan Walker just signed a 2-year extension. And everyone's like, Haley, why are you freaking out? And I'm like, why wouldn't I freak out? Nathan Walker, despite his age, is some of the most energetic guys on the ice. I think that he puts his 110% effort in. And I think that that's essentially what's going to get this team to be uber successful is to have a guy like Nathan Walker. So congratulations, Nathan. And I know all of us here in St. Louis are stoked about this. Okay, I'm going to talk about the game because I'm like watching and I'm like, oh, I need to talk about this. But I need to tell you about my friends over at Gametime. You shouldn't have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event. Gametime is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you with killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, and views from your seats and their best price guarantee. Gametime takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. You can see where you're sitting before you even purchase your seat, which is a big plus for me because I'm short, so I kind of like need to know where I'm sitting. So I can see all of my views, all of my angles. And I know with Gametime, I'm getting the best price every single time. So you need to download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDON for $20 off your first purchase. Again, terms apply. Create an account and redeem code LOCKEDON, LOCKEDON, for $20 off. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. Braden Shen, the captain, has scored, and it was a beautiful goal, and I'm so happy for Shenny today. That was, and he was a little bit of a, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. It was off the rebound, off the pad, and then he was able just to get it right back in, and Jake Neighbors with the assist. Oh my goodness, talk about a beaut. I love hockey. I love Blues hockey. And it's funny because I was hoping I was going to get home from work a little bit earlier today, but I was a little bit busy in the office. And I said the Blues were going to score first. And they did. I don't have it on podcast, so unfortunately, but I did say it. So I guess it's like the trust system. And I would hope you would trust me after almost like over half a year. But I did say that. Oh, this is such a good start for St. Louis. If you were watching the game right now, let me know in the comments because this has been probably some of the best offense I've seen out of my team. I'm so happy about it. Okay, let me talk to you about, I guess, everything that's going on tonight. I should talk to you about lines. I should talk to you about everything just so that way you know. And I always like to get my little lines out. So let's go do that. I'm like watching. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm going to finish this soon. So for the first line, we have our boy Robert Thomas with Pavel Buchnevich and Jordan Kyrou. Then we have Shenner with Saad and Neighbors. Then we have Hazy with, I didn't talk about this in my last episode because I think things got kind of busy. But our boy Verandra is back in Kapanen. Then we have Oscar Sundquist with Alexei Turchenko and Nathan Walker. Then we have our defensive pairs with Nicoletti, Colton Parayko, Troy Krug, and Matthew Kessel, Marcus Gandetta, and Scott Perunovich. And now we have Hofer. Yay! I'm so happy that Shenner scored right away. Groovy says, I'm going to Nashville for the Blues game February 17th, and I cannot wait. Fun fact, my birthday is February 15th. I just wanted to say that. When the Blues come to the East Coast, because they're coming soon, guess who's like going to like all their games? Me. I cannot wait to see my boys in blue. I am telling you, if I could just drive right now to Enterprise, I would. But I can't because like of work. But I would. That's why I bought, this is a very random thing. I bought ESPN Plus so I would be able to watch every single Blues game uninterrupted, and I get our local broadcast, so I get to hear I love Jamie Rivers. I think he's like the best color analyst, but I love it. I love everything about it. So I'm going to be coming to Enterprise probably next year. This year, I decided on the draft just because I think we're going to have a high draft pick again. So I wanted to be able to make sure I got all that coverage for the podcast and for my own enjoyment. But it kind of helps that it's out in Vegas. But I will be coming next year to Enterprise and doing a little trip out of it. You know what's funny? Well, not like funny is the fact that the game is happening right now. I'm podcasting, and I always said, "Oh, I should do like an in-game like podcast." And I'm like, I'm getting so distracted, which is kind of funny, but it's also at the same time, it's so on brand for me. On tomorrow's episode, I'll be talking about hopefully the Blues win against the Panthers tonight. I will then be talking more about the respect and the love that I have for this fan base and maybe some more trade line talk. It'll be a fun episode tomorrow. Thank you for letting me vent in the beginning of the episode about Kevin Hayes. And like always, I will see you tomorrow. Hofer will have a good game. And like usual, per usual, let's go Blues.